What's going on, guys? Devil Artemis here, guys. A very special video today, guys. Today I'm going to be talking about my original character, Artemis. Now, for those of you who have gone into my streams, you guys, I've explained Artemis' story to you guys, but today I have a new and improved, redone Artemis for you guys to see. This is my original character, guys. So you know how Unreal Gaming has Rykon and everything? This is Artemis, and he is a god of destruction, and he has a pretty sad story. But I'm going to show you guys basically what Artemis can do, what he's capable of. And I'm not going to set him against Rykon or anything like that, but I am putting him against the Omni King of Saiyans. So you're going to see just how powerful Artemis really is, and what he's capable of, and his story, of course, what exactly happened to Artemis, and I'm going to be explaining his story. Basically, this is Artemis's god form. He doesn't really have a base form. He's always constantly in Super Saiyan form. This is just his Super Saiyan form infused with his pure God Ki energy, and this God Ki energy causes it to be purple. So his hair is not pink, it's purple. And basically I'm going to be explaining to you guys what Artemis is capable of and things like that. Alright, so we got Artemis right here, alright? So I'm going to be telling you guys what his story is. So basically, with Artemis, throughout time, the Omni King has ruled with no question, right? And his power knows no limits, but amongst the angels and the gods, there was an individual named Artemis. So this is Artemis. He was the god of destruction, and he was a god of destruction who was highly favored by the Omni King. They were actually very good friends. Though the gods all respected the Omni King, Artemis was different. He had a personal relationship with the Omni King, similar to what Goku had, but actually a lot closer. And because of this, he was very different with the Omni King. He occasionally tested the Omni King's patience, until one day, he broke the law of time travel, and he altered specific events in his favor. Basically, what happened was, there was an individual who was able to curse people throughout every single existence. So, this individual was able to curse an individual. For example, say this guy was able to curse Goku. Every version of Goku from every timeline and every universe would be cursed, and they would die. So what had happened was, Artemis was ordered to eliminate this being because he was very dangerous. He was very, very dangerous to existence. So Artemis, of course, doing his job as the god of destruction, had to create balance and completely annihilate this guy from existence. And he brought his brother along. Artemis has a younger brother. And his younger brother, I haven't really come up with a name for him yet. It's not really relevant to the story, but his younger brother, he brought him along, with him. And he destroyed this being, but before he destroyed this evil being, he cursed his younger brother, and his younger brother was slowly dying, and Artemis knew this. So he actually had his own set of time rings, and the time rings were deemed impossible to go back in time, but he actually broke the laws of time travel, and he manipulated the time ring to actually allow him to go back in time and eliminate this person before he was able to actually curse his younger brother. The Omni King, having not yet given the order to eliminate this being, knows that Artemis had already had knowledge about this individual who is able to curse people throughout the multiverse. So the Omni King was very angered at Artemis because he knew Artemis had broken the laws of time travel, and because of it, he wanted to make an example of Artemis to all the other gods of destruction, and he decided to destroy 6 of the existing universes. So I tied Artemis' story to give the reason as to why Omni King destroyed the 6 universes. We know that there were 6 additional existing universes on top of what exists now, but the Omni King destroyed those because of Artemis. But before Artemis was actually destroyed, he used the time rings again to break the law, and this time he used the time rings in a way that was unnatural, and he jumped to other timelines. And because of this, most people would think, oh yeah, the Omni King could have just erased Artemis's Kai, Supreme Kai, and Artemis would have vanished. But the thing is, the Supreme Kai, you guys know this obviously now, the Supreme Kai actually saved Artemis's brother and also left with Artemis. Now, the problem with this is Artemis and his brother got separated. They got separated within the leaping of time, and he doesn't know where his brother is. He vows to get revenge by causing destruction of the entire multiverse to anger the Omni King because he thinks the Omni King destroyed his brother. But in reality, his brother is alive. That's why he still exists, because his Supreme Kai saved his brother. Now, with all of this happening, basically Artemis's goal to be able to destroy the Omni King in a way that he thinks is he wants to reach something called the Forbidden Divinity that he learned about through his relationship with the Omni King. And the Omni King says that that's the source of his power. the source of him being able to control all the multiverses comes from the forbidden divinity. And Artemis's goal is to low-key, since the Omni King thinks that he successfully destroyed Artemis, he wants to find the forbidden divinity to give him the power to destroy the Omni King. So what happens is Artemis tries to find the Super Dragon Balls instead because he can't find the forbidden divinity, and he wants to destroy all the multiverses as revenge and use the Super Dragon Balls to destroy everything. But he finds himself in Trunks' new timeline, the one that was established with Mai and future Trunks, where there's two of them in the universe. And Trunks meets Artemis, and Trunks actually change Artemis's mind. See, Artemis isn't a bad person. He's just a god of destruction. He only cares about his brother. He doesn't really care about anything else. He really cares and loves his younger brother. So basically, Artemis's mind is changed because he uses the Super Dragon Balls to revive his brother instead, but the dragon actually rejects his wish, saying, listen, your brother's alive, I can't do that, and Artemis is surprised. So he leaves with Mai and Trunks to different timelines, and they create something called the Time Patrollers. That's how I tie in Xenoverse into this. But really, that's not important, because eventually what ends up happening is Artemis does acquire the Forbidden Divinity, and I'm going to show you guys that today. He actually has his transformation, the Forbidden Divinity, and I want to show you. And basically what happens, Artemis locks himself with a battle to the death with the Omni King, a never-ending battle. And I want to do this basically after the Tournament of Power. I don't want to set this to interact with the individuals of Dragon Ball Super, but after the Tournament of Power, or before, because we don't know what's going to happen. Maybe, who knows if the Omni King ends up being erased or something happens to Dragon Ball Super. Basically, Artemis at one point in time finds himself engaging the Omni King because he finds himself with the Forbidden Divinity, and he also draws power from it. So think of him as like a second Omni King while in this form. While in his normal God of Destruction form, he's basically almost no stronger than, I think he would be maybe on par, maybe a little bit stronger than Beerus. But aside from that, in his Forbidden Divinity form, he's definitely really strong. As you can see, against the Omni King of Saiyans, Artemis is a god who's able to manipulate time. So it's not that he can time skip, he can actually control time. So if he's fighting Hit, for example, Hit can skip forward in time. Artemis can actually, like, rewind time for, I believe, 5 seconds backwards. He can skip forward in time, 5 seconds forward, and he can stop time for 5 seconds in the, like, stop it. So he can go backwards, forwards, and stop it 5 seconds at a time. He can't go back any further than that. And still, time travels normally. So if he goes back 5 seconds, he has to wait till like 10 seconds in order to be able to use it again. He can't just go back 5 seconds, let 5 seconds pass, and keep going back in time. He has to let time eventually travel normally. Like, it has to go on normally. So he has that ability. He has time control. Then we have Artemis's Forbidden Divinity mode, which I'm going to show you right now. So while in Forbidden Divinity, Artemis probably is on par with the Omni King, and he engages the Omni King in a battle to the death. And he ends up not actually being able to destroy the Omni King. He is so on par with the Omni King, he cannot kill the Omni King, and the Omni King cannot destroy him. They can't erase each other because they both are a part of the same being. So that's Artemis's horrible fate. He can't kill the man that he wants to destroy, which is eventually the Omni King. Artemis actually can't achieve his goal of destroying the Omni King, and he never will, because now they are both part of the Forbidden Divinity, and they can't kill each other. They are all basically part of the same power source. So while in this form, Artemis literally can one-shot everything, literally, even the Omni King of Saiyans. He can't die. He basically has all the powers of the Omni King. He can create, destroy, all that crap. And he has some pretty cool stuff. I mean, he has Hit's attack, recolored, of course. And he also has Zamasu's, what is it? This one. And it's actually recolored. I made it purple. So it's really awesome. But he literally destroys everything. He really does. He has a Ring of Destruction, of course. We got the ring that Zamasu has. So, but yeah, that's basically Artemis's Forbidden Divinity form, guys. If you like my character Artemis, basically he's just a character that I basically made up to represent my channel. You know, I eventually plan on making a movie about him, but I'm looking for an animator right now, for someone who can actually make like either like a machinima style movie or like a source filmmaker style movie. That would be really good. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the character, please give this video a like and subscribe. Also, if you want to actually explain to me your OC, like if you guys have original characters, please feel free to drop them down in the comment section down below. And also, guys, keep an eye out for more Dragon Ball Super Friends content. It's going to be dropping very soon. I'm going to be making an announcement video with Alex. But anyways, guys, I'm Devil Artemis. I'll see you all in the next Dragon Ball video. Peace.
I wanna write you a love song. Let me write you a love song.